As you know, Islam consists of beliefs and practices. Belief without practice is incomplete, and practice without belief is invalid. There are, of course, the 5 pillars of duty and the 6 pillars of belief, which can be considered the core of Islam. But Islam is not limited to its core rules and regulations. It's a guideline for life. In practical, Islam is not considered to be complete without ethics and morals. Doing good to others is essential in Islam, so much so that it was mentioned immediately after worshipping Allah the Almighty. Allah the Almighty says, "Worship Allah and join not any partner with Him, and do good to parents, kinsfolk, orphans, those in need, neighbors who are near, neighbors who are strangers, the companion by your side, the wayfarer you meet, and what your right hands possess. For Allah loves not the arrogant, the vainglorious." Surah An-Nisa, verse 36. Ethics are the core of humanity and the foundation of civilization. It has been urged by almost all religions and advocated by most reformers. Islam has emphasized ethics, good deeds, and kind words in order to build a better world and an ideal society aimed at bringing out the best in people. Allah the Almighty says what means, Allah commands justice, the doing of good, and liberality to kith and kin, and He forbids all shameful deeds, bad conducts, and injustice. He instructs you that you may receive admonition. Surah An-Nahl, verse 90. Doing good to other people is not only a just thing to do, but is actually part of Iman or faith. The Prophet ﷺ said, "Whosoever believes in Allah and the last day should be generous to his neighbor," that is, treats his neighbor with kindness. "And whosoever believes in Allah and the judgment day should be generous to his guest." The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ explained the importance of ethics and morals in Islam in the most clear statement and elegant speech when he said, "I was sent but to complete good morals." He ﷺ himself was an exemplary person in ethics, morals, actions, and speech. The Prophet ﷺ was described by his companions as the most generous among people, the purest of heart, the most truthful in speech, of mildest nature and noblest company. Also, he was well known for his honesty and integrity, even among the non-Muslims in his community. His companions learned these noble morals from him. They used to strive to help those in need. There is an account of the Prophet's companion, Umar ibn al-Khattab radiallahu anh, who used to take care of an old blind woman at the edge of a city of Al-Madinah, and at night he would bring her water and undertake her requests and needs. But on many occasions, it so happened that he would come to the old woman's home and find everything in order. Someone had beaten him to it. He decided to come earlier to find out who this mystery man was who was helping this old woman before him, and found out that it was Abu Bakr, the current rulers of the Muslim people, radiallahu anhum all. Imagine the 2 most important companions of the Prophet ﷺ racing to help an old blind woman at night and at the edge of the city. They understood what it means to be a Muslim. They understood what it means to be a true believer, true mu'min. They understood the saying, "The best of people is the best of them to the people." They wanted to imitate their role model, their beloved Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. They wanted to be close to him in the hereafter, because they heard the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam say, "One of the most dear to me among you, and the closest to me in place in the day of resurrection, is the best among you in manners." Yes, you heard right. Islam considers ethics and morals as a way to attain rewards and entitlement to heaven. But much more to come after this. We will continue our discussion of ethics and morals in Islam after this short break. Please remember to email us with your questions and queries on understandingislam@dmi.a. Welcome back to Understanding Islam, Dubai One's show that explores the faith. We have been discussing the value of morals and ethics to a Muslim in his pursuit of excellence. Now, the Messenger of Allah ﷺ said, "There is nothing heavier in the scale or balance than good character." He ﷺ also said, the believer attains with his good character the status of someone who is always fasting and always praying. A Muslim should live up to his character and employ his powers in doing what is good, beneficial, and helpful, as the real concept of morality is benefiting people and avoiding inflicting harm upon them. Brothers and sisters, if you are causing unjust harm to people, you are in fact only causing harm to yourselves. Whether the harm is verbal or physical, whether it takes place at home, in public, or at the workplace, whether it is towards an employee or a servant, inflicting any intentional harm is inexcusable and in fact more harmful to yourselves in long run. So the minimum criterion of ethics in Islam is to avoid causing any harm to other people. The Prophet ﷺ said, whoever believes in Allah and the Judgment Day should not harm his neighbor. He also said, the Muslim is the one from whom people are safe from his tongue and his hand. But a Muslim should always aim higher and try harder. So not only should we avoid harming others, but in fact endeavor to benefit other people and do good to them. Allah the Almighty says, Allah commands justice, the doing of good. Surah An-Nahl, verse 90. This goodness is not only required in action, but also in speech. The Messenger ﷺ said, Allah dislikes the one who is obscene, vulgar, and indecent. He also said, whosoever believes in Allah and the Judgment Day should only speak good or keep silent.
Huda TV's social media sites are the best way to contact us from anywhere around the world. Stay connected with Huda TV's latest news and programs through Facebook, Twitter, Google+, YouTube, Skype, and Instagram. It's fast and easy. Stay up to date with your favorite shows and scholars today. Huda TV, a light in every home.